little bit more blush. Hold on. What is good, y'all? Back for the first time in a We're back for our first time in a long time. We're in a new setup. We had a lot going on. We had to move because they stole all 4 tires off my car. So lots of changes. We're literally still unpacking. But I'm glad to be here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Key. If you're not new here, I thank you for coming back. It's a new year. It's a new year. And can I be honest? I feel like, I won't say the year ain't been off to a good start because glory be to God, we here, right? But I had a number of like, what the fuck was that kind of moments? And I just want to know, like, are y'all having the moments too? Like, is y'all looking around trying to see if you're being pranked? Because that's definitely been my energy lately. We just had a birthday. Let me give y'all a rundown. Let me give y'all what y'all missed. So on December 13th, I graduated from the illustrious Texas Southern University. I obtained my second master's degree in clinical mental health counseling. And if you know me personally, and I spoke about my journey a little bit, being in grad school is never easy. Being in grad school for a degree program that was 60 hours was not easy. Being in grad school at an HBCU is not easy, or was not easy for me. There's a lot of red tape in the pursuit of becoming a counselor, and I was kind of head on. So my experience wasn't the best, but I'm gonna be honest, like, I miss my school. Like, I would be lying straight up if I said that I didn't miss Texas Southern. If I said that I didn't miss Texas Southern, because I do. I do. And I'm thankful for my homeboy Lance. If you watch this, I love you. Because my homeboy was like, something about how the pride of being an HBCU graduate, like, it kicks in particularly once you graduate. Like, while you're in the thick of it, you might not see it, you might not get it, you might not feel it. But it kicks in and it takes it up a notch when you graduate. So I would say that that's been true for me because I miss my school. I miss the engagement, like being in, I hate school, but I like to be amongst intellectuals. Like, I like to learn. I like to have prominent discussions. I like to challenge things. I like to learn from others and learn with others. Like, I just enjoy that. And so I do miss my school. I'm not gonna front. I'm not gonna yai. Here we are, and we graduated. Then I moved because they stole all 4 tires off my car. I'm gonna try to insert a picture here because they left the lug nuts only. And I just feel like I've seen it happen time and time again in Houston in particular because people just like to steal stuff. It's a metropolitan city, like par for the course a little bit. Where I am challenged is I think my baby was deserving of cinder blocks. I feel like they hit a brick in half and put it on both sides. And the fact that I was supposed to take my licensing exam that day, but I ended up rescheduling it because I didn't do as much studying as I wanted to during my graduation weekend. I was already a wreck. Then I found out that I wasn't supposed to be practicing. That was frustrating because I felt like the people who I was working for, like, yes, it's my responsibility to understand what is next and what's to come in our laws within this industry, but the whole point of like being under supervision is to have a guardian angel to protect you. It's like that person that's looking after that kid, so to speak, of like, no, don't go do that. And so unfortunately, that was not my experience. I ended up finding out right in the middle of unpacking some like trauma with one client in particular. This was a major breakthrough. So like, I'm in the middle of doing some serious trauma work. Like, all of my work kind of centers around healing trauma. It's my brain space. It is my pride and joy to do. Unfortunately, I wasn't protected. Folks had to stop services suddenly, which was really distressing and frustrating for me because as a clinician, it's my goal to be a safe place for my clients to land. To end up being in this situation where I had to stop suddenly, it was frustrating because regardless of whether or not this was something that I controlled and all of the things, I try to do my due diligence, pair them. I try to do my due diligence to not, pull any fast ones, just because working with trauma, it can be very sensitive. Someone who's traumatized may not respond well to change, especially after they took so much courage in opening up about whatever it is that they're opening up and they're working on. I try to move with the utmost integrity that I can. Unfortunately, it resulted in me suddenly stopping services, which was also hurting my pocket. This has been a 2-year career change in the making. I have survived by the skin of my teeth. By skin of my teeth, I mean baby girl's going to file for bankruptcy. But to have the means to file is a blessing. To have the credit cards that I had to utilize, to have the retirement fund that I had, like all of that enabled me to go all in and survive and do what I gotta do to come out of my degree program summa cum laude. Speaking of which, I need to go up there and go pick up my degree. So yeah, we graduated, we took our test, we passed. Let me tell y'all, I was supposed to have 2 forms of identification. I get up early. I'm like leaving my house like 2.5 hours early. I'm going to my favorite coffee shop. You know, taking it easy. I didn't want to rush or anything of the sort. Which one do I want to use? And I chose warm because I feel like my circles are circling and I just don't feel like doing the most. I'm doing the best I can with what I got. The exam was so hard. Like, I studied day in and day out for like 2 months. And the exam really challenged me. Like, we had 200 questions, 4 hours. I think I finished with 8 hours to spare. I needed a 92 to pass. I got 112. I'm just grateful I passed, okay? But it was a lot. It was a lot. It was very stressful. There were like security checkpoints, like 3 different security checkpoints. I had never experienced anything like that before. So you need to tell me my nerves is bad and I gotta take this test. 1 second. Hello. Oh, you look cute. Mimi, I know you're not still sitting down. Not you done unlocked another character. Where is my concealer brush? Oh, I absolutely have to set up lights in here. Brief intermission. There's so much going on. And I was so scared while I was taking my test. Like, when I tell you around question like 140, I said God is short. Like, it's not even mine to be a part of. I'm just a vessel and I'm just showing up doing my job. God, nothing but you is here. This is on you and I'm trusting you. Because that's all I can do, because that's how challenged I was by the exam. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. And I think I was well prepared. It's just nerve-wracking. Like, I can't take this test for another 30 days. I need my license. I have clients that ended up having to stop working with me out of nowhere. We didn't plan for that. Despite my attempt to prepare, it was just a lot riding on it. I was very nervous and I finished it and I didn't see my scores up there on a computer. So I'm like, they gotta let me know like that I did not pass. That's definitely what I thought was gonna happen next. You know how like when you apply for a credit card, when you get it, you gonna get that like, oh, you've been approved, go ahead and use your card, whatever. And then when you don't get it, for the most part, they're gonna be like, we're gonna send you, you know, an update in the mail, blah, blah, blah. So I was just prepared for like a non-pass. Like, honestly, I got that little piece of paper that said unofficial score pass and I cried. Baby, I cried. So then I finished my application and child, I had to wait forever for my scores to be released. And I, again, was left under the misimpression of someone else. It shouldn't take that long. Like, they should be able to review it within a week if you get all your other elements in. That was not true. That couldn't have been any further from the truth. Kind of underscoring the blind leading. But either way, I got a license. But while I was waiting on my license, I also started teaching at a local university here. I'm teaching 2 classes, environmental health and wellness in the workplace. So I was starting that, but being an adjunct, you don't get paid immediately. So I'm still kind of stressed and like on edge about like what could be happening and like all of the possibilities. I'm gonna use this orange blush. I've been pressed to use this, so today is gonna be the day. This brush here is so pretty. It is by this brand called Oliva. If I'm not mistaken, it's a black-owned brand. So stunning. She also has a blush palette. So I'm gonna take this. Actually, I'm gonna do a little tiki-talk. So I'm actually gonna start off with this middle color right here, just to kind of bring the color in, because that orange hits. Hear me? These pack a punch. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's already swinging. So go light and really take your time like buffing it out, because it's so pretty. And then because I can get a little blush blind, I'd rather put more blush on later Then to put it on now, I'm gonna take the star of the show, this orange blush. Look, take it easy, get into it. So I'm gonna keep this a little bit higher. I love it so much. And to keep it high, I probably don't even need to like go back into the pan to like seek out anymore. And I'm only swirling to like diffuse it a little bit. So yeah, I took my test. I was waiting forever for my scores. That was agonizing, absolutely agonizing. My clients were waiting on me. I felt like I was letting them down, even though they were being like reasonable and patient and kind and all of the things. And now I am so proud to say we are licensed, y'all. We are a licensed professional counselor associate. I had the dream of becoming a therapist for so long, and I talked myself out of it because I felt like I was too broken to contribute to this field. And I am thankful for the therapists who came before me, who spoke life into me and affirmed that that would be my superpower, even when I didn't see that it was even possible for myself. And I think that's why I'm still kind of toying with the idea of getting my doctorate, because I want to make sure that I can contribute to the next generation of counselors. Like, I'm thankful to those that supported me, and so I want to do the same. And I can do that in being a supervisor, so when the time comes, I will definitely be like putting energy into that. Between that and like the gaps in the literature, I'm still contemplating it. I'm ready to have an answer. I'm ready to just decide or get it over with or whatever I decide to do. But now we are practicing. Our practice is going glow. Girl, what is it? Our practice is growing slowly but surely. Clients are coming back on that I was working with formerly, and I'm thankful. And I also decided for myself, like, I think I definitely want to make use of the internet, but I kind of want to get out there, like boots on the ground, doing some vending, like getting my way about it. Because I used to do vending for my mentor's business years ago, and I feel like that personal touch and feel made all the difference in people remembering her. I think I want to stand out by getting my feet on the ground, boots on the ground, get to know the people, especially because I'm not from here either. Like, get in the field is what I'm being told to do. So that's what I'm gonna go do. So that's my little life update, y'all. We have moved. We got a new plant. Shout out to my girlfriend Brittany for allowing me to have one of her plants. She is just the plant mother supreme of being of them all, mother of them all. And I get a new big baby to take care of, because I got some small plants, but I just love the way this is in the background. Like, we're gonna do a little bit of something over here, but this space is coming together. And now I'm just adding some color to my brows. They are like 2 or 3 years old in their microblade process. And I also have not trimmed the hairs on the outside, and so they tend to kind of get lost in my face when I don't do the maintenance. We're just filling in to make them a little bit more bold. I'm using my old TV as a monitor, and it's kind of funny to see myself like on a TV, because in seeing myself on a TV, I feel like I'm a little funny looking. And I know I'm not for real, but I'm looking at myself like, you look a little funny. And one thing about me, I'm gonna lose a top to something. I don't know why I can't keep a top, but I throughout all of my years of owning makeup, this is a consistent issue. And what is the solution? I don't know, because where does the top go? I don't know. Oh, I do want to do a little piece of a nose contour, so I'm gonna take this bronzer. The girls have been putting it in the eye socket and then coming down a little bit. I almost feel like this brush is a little too loose for the job, but we're just trying something new. My real tea is that I don't feel like putting on lashes, so what the hell are we gonna do now? So yeah, y'all, that's my update. We had a lot going on at the top of the year, but I'm still affirming that this year is gonna be a good and beautiful year. I'm just simply not of the belief that it's gonna be a bad year. Like, things happen, and if anything, it's just showing me that things are gonna continue to happen, but are you gonna let it completely rock you? And don't get me wrong, it was rocking me. It was rocking the hell out of me when it was happening. But now that I'm closer to the other side, I'm thankful that I gave myself grace, because a lot of people like push themselves through. I broke down. I ain't seen my dog in 2 weeks, almost close to a month, because I just didn't have it in me to take care of him. And I'm thankful that he is loved and that I am loved, and he is with others who will look after him and do him right. When I tell you the depressive episode was like, it was given. Remember when we had Shonda Thursdays, How to Get Away with Murder and Scandal all in the same night? And how you was locked in, how you built your schedule around it? That's what the depressive episode was giving for me. I hated every bit of it. I wanted out of it. But I nursed it. And the biggest thing that I did, I actually felt it. Even when it was big, even when it was scary, even when it was keeping me up at night, even when it was taking up space, even when I wanted to no longer feel that way, but I still was. Like, I honored the fact that like I'm still here in this emotion, because I haven't finished yet, and I'm not gonna rush my system and be frustrated with myself. I'm gonna take my time and nurse it. And I think in a separate video I'm gonna go into detail about how I moved myself out of that depressive episode, and more on what I mean by just feeling it. I want to be just a mascara girl so bad. But then when nothing shows up after I put on a couple layers of mascara, it's kind of frustrating. Like, what more do you want from me? But I'm not putting on lashes. Yeah, we coming out cute though. I'm also okay with my makeup not coming out okay when it's my first time doing it in a while. Before the summer, I'm gonna know how to do a really pretty mascara only look. 6:22. I have to get dressed in 10 minutes. This is the look. Really fast, let's complete the look. Cute little clear gloss. Pretty sure this is Victoria's Secret Bath and Body Works. But that is the look for y'all. This is today's look. Thank you for listening to the catch up. 2025 threw me some monkey wrenches in the beginning, but still I rise. Word to Stacy. I also want to make some content about reality TV, because it is something that I can go on all day about, and I have so many thoughts when I'm watching. And I don't have a lot of friends that are into it. So if you want to see content like that, definitely stay tuned and subscribe. But we finna go to the Glorilla concert and have a good time, period. Until next time. Just a little bit. Just because, why not? Like, diffuse it a little bit. And we're done. Until next time.